I was having a conversation the other day, and my friend asked me if I were to own a business, who would I hire, right? And she was trying to see like age, race, education, and all that stuff, right? But I kind of took it a different way because I didn't know that's what she was asking. I thought she was actually asking just in general. And I ended up deciding somehow that I would only hire men. If I were a woman, I would only hire women. Why? I think that people are driven by their sexual desires. Whether that's wanting to flirt, wanting a joke, wanting to meet up, wanting to hook up, wanting to do something beautiful and start a family and a genuine relationship. Or even if it's having your day ruined because someone who you're interested in is talking to somebody else or having a good time with somebody else or involved with somebody else. And, or something like this girl makes you insecure because she's prettier, her booty's bigger, whatever. Or this guy makes you insecure because he's stronger than you, he's taller than you, or whatever, right? A lot of our lives revolves around our self-esteem and our desires as it relates to sexual reproduction. And even though I'm questioning what I'm about to say, I'm gonna still say it with my chest. I think that there's more straight people in the gay people than gay people in this world as of today. Now, with that said, when there's an environment of men and women working together, there's bound to be weirdness going on, if you know what I'm saying, right? People flirt, people get attracted to each other. People get resentful of one another. People get jealous. People fall in love. People start families. People start to hate each other. People start to pick sides. You name it. People are going to interact as people do no matter what. And this idea that you can separate your personal life from your workspace, I just don't think that that's true. I refuse to believe that that's true, considering how much of our lives actually revolves around work. I'm willing to say about half of our lives is spent at work. And now I'm just supposed to expect that your personal life and your work life aren't going to exist? Even if you were to leave personal issues at home, right? Or work issues at work, the emotions that come with it are going to follow you no matter what. If you're having a bad day at home, you're going to bring that into the workspace. If you had a workspace drama that's irking you, you're going to bring that stress into your home. They're just intertwined and there's no way to... I guess what I'm trying to say is even if you leave personal stuff at home, the baggage that comes with that personal stuff follows you no matter what, because you're not a robot. You're a person with a heart and feelings. And so thinking about that, I think that while a lot of the things, the personal baggages that people bring with them into work do not have anything to do with the opposite sex, I think that many of them do. And that we could minimize the amount of distractions at work if we just keep men and men together and women together. There's no other reason why I would only hire men. But think about it. I mean, think about it. Let's start with the girl's perspective and then guy's perspective, right? Because ladies first. Let's say you're a girl. And a common example, there's some creepy ass, dirty ass dude, right? And he's always staring. He's always trying to say something. You could feel him undressing you, whatever, right? Things guys do. And that girls know that guys do. And no one's going to tell me that that's not going to make them feel uncomfortable at work, which in turn somehow affects their workplace performance. Now let's say you're a guy, right? And you're attracted to this girl and you just can't stop taking bathroom breaks because you want to pass by her, you want to talk by her, you're thinking about her, whatever. You're not going to tell me that that's not going to lower your workplace performance. It's going to. Or now let's take something more genuine, right? Let's say these two people fall in love and get married and they have a kid, right? And 13 years later, they're still working at the same place. Let's say little Jimmy gets arthritis, right? His parents, which are both your workers, they're going to be worried. Instead of doing research on a computer and spreadsheets on computer, they're going to be on Google looking for medical bills, or the prices of medical operations and what they should do and how they should take care of the kid. That's going to affect your operations. Now, obviously, even if it wasn't a marriage within your workplace, right? Let's say you just had somebody, same situation, but that person's spouse did not work for your company. That's still one person on your clock doing what they're not supposed to be doing. And it'd be even worse if it was two, because they're both married to each other. I just think that no matter what, when there is opposite sex attraction, things get weird. Or where there's even same, let's say you go to a place where only gays work, right? And you put the men and the men together and the women and women together. My case would still stand because there's same sex attraction. Where we could minimize attraction, we raise the potential, and I say potential with emphasis. We raise the potential for success. Potential because a lot of the biggest things in the world have been done when men and women put their minds together. Simply because men know things women could never, and women know things men could never. And we get the best ideas by putting different perspectives together across race, across class, across cultures, across countries, anything, you name it. But I think on a smaller scale, there are more complications brought about by having people who are attracted to a certain sex work with that certain sex. And again, I think that even though every day I'm questioning it, I still think that there are more straight people than gay people in this world. So I think the way to go is just to hire a same-sex employee pool. Now, I'm not saying if you see the perfect opposite sex candidate to pass up on her or to pass up on him, but maybe it's just something you should consider. For some reason, this opinion is controversial. I'm not saying that it's a good thing that things are like this. I'm just recognizing that people are driven by their sexual desires and their sexual self-esteem. Again, not saying that's a good thing, but for some reason people hear me say this and now they think that I'm saying that it's something else, something dirty, something nasty, when I'm really not. I'm just recognizing how people are. And I don't know why this is controversial, but maybe one of you could point it out, or at least tell me why you disagree. That'd be great. So please just let me know. Other than that, stay safe and thanks for listening.